Hi everyone. In this awkward series we look at clips that are a little bit out of the ordinary, and even when you follow the rules there's some difficult decisions you need to make. This clip's from a driving instructor who is teaching at this particular moment in time. When the lights change, the exit road's clear, so the learner driver's correct to proceed. But look what happens now. The oncoming vehicles can't complete their right turn and then totally block the road. And now the lights have changed, I think the learner driver makes the correct decision and comes to a stop. It was safer to wait here rather than risk going round that red four-wheel drive, but the Mini thinks differently. If there had been a motorbike starting off from the left-hand side, their view would have been totally blocked by these cars that were waiting in the middle. I know the red four-wheel drive has just moved, but at the time it wasn't the case. I'm not sure why the learner vehicle was moving forward at this point. I suspect it was probably a feeling of I'm in the way and I'm in a yellow box, but you're better off waiting here than continuing into this mess. We can see the traffic lights are on green in the far left of the picture, so the vehicles from the right hand side are doing the correct thing and not blocking it further. And now the lights have cycled, it should be our turn, and it is. The white vehicle from the opposite side is holding back, and this leaves the learner driver the opportunity to complete the junction. Nice and safe. Just be careful of anyone else being impatient overtaking from behind at this point though. So notice how easily situations can develop even though you're doing the correct thing. Which leads me nicely onto this next clip. This is the junction near Orrell Park train station quite close to where I live, and it often causes problems. There are 3 sets of lights, here, here and here, and pretty obviously they all go at separate times. The yellow box is absolutely pointless because you can't see the other side of it from any direction, so things can easily get blocked up, and they often do. My view is positioned at the front of this set of lights here. The red vehicle directly in front of my viewer has done the correct thing and waited because their lights haven't been able to clear the yellow box. And now the lights change. And my viewer also does a good job. Look at the gold coloured car that's on top of the bridge. That's the clue that my viewer uses to know whether it's time to go or not. Perfect job. But then this happens. And the driver of the red car starts moaning and waving their hands, but they've just gone through a red light. This could have easily turned into gridlock, but it looks as though there's no one behind my viewer and they've got a good ability to reverse and clear the scenario. And now their lights are on red, so they're going to have to wait through the whole sequence once again. In this clip we've got yet another scenario where doing the correct thing is going to cause issues and make things a little more awkward. There's a little bit of a queue formed up at these lights, and it's because of the roadworks and how they're and where they're positioned on the left hand side. There's also a yellow box to add into the equation, but it's the direction that you can go from each of the lanes combined with the separate traffic lights that causes the issue here. Have a look at the green light to the left. Traffic can move straight on, but it's confused this vehicle in front. They haven't got a green light from their lane, so they're waiting.
Go straight on, you can go.
What do you think's going to happen now the lights are changing?
Go! 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 Go!
This wasn't that awkward, but it was all too much unfortunately for the driver in front. For this final clip we've got a really awkward scenario, and it's just down to how the road is marked. My viewer's going ahead at this set, but they're turning right at the following junction and we can already see the queue. So what should my viewer do? Well, exactly what they do, apart from not going on to keep clear. But look at the impatient guy behind. This one for me falls on the shoulders of the road planners. I'm sure there are many junctions not exactly like this, but in a similar way cause many problems around the country. So what have we learnt in this video today? Well, seeing the bigger picture and doing things in the correct manner isn't always going to keep you out of trouble. When you add in the impatience from all too many road users, there's always going to be situations that are going to be awkward. Thanks a lot for tuning in, keep safe, and I'll see you soon.